Hey guys, welcome to Sound Pure. I'm Barry, and this video will be looking at Sonor snare drums. This particular one is out of the SQ2 series. This is a 6x13 thin beech snare drum. The SQ2 is probably one of the elite of production drums. It's probably one of my favorites in terms of production. Sonor is one of the few companies that really understands how snare drums should be made. The articulation and sensitivity that each one provides, regardless of shell thickness and shell type, is just absolutely astounding. So this guy is no exception to that rule. So the thin beech is roughly about 1/8 of an inch thick. No reinforcing rings, so there's no disruption to the airflow. The thinner shell just provides a lower fundamental note, a little bit more sustain. With the beech, it's just a slightly more aggressive version of maple. It just allows for a slightly different articulation and enunciation. This particular one is finished with a beautiful Scandinavian birch outer veneer in a satin finish. So with the this 13 is an 8-lug drum, double-sided, so 8 on top, 8 on bottom. It's kind of the equivalent to a 10-lug 14, so it gives you a really nice even stretch on the drum head. So whether you like the high registry or the low registry, just allows you to get there at a very granular level. This particular one has 2.3mm flange tubes, just enough weight to kind of keep this drum in tune without robbing you sustain. They've added ABS washers here, so there's no metal-to-metal contact, protecting your hardware down the road. And then, of course, the dual glides strainer system. Absolutely fantastic. So, you know, you've got sensitivity dials on both sides. It's a drawbridge, very quiet, very efficient piece. But one of the great things about this piece is if you guys that, you know, just have that arduous task of changing heads, you always inevitably kind of screw up your snare sensitivity settings. Sonor solved that problem for you guys. There's 2 tabs here on either side. It allows you to kind of push these guys in, drop this out. Within that, there's gaskets here to kind of plug that so there's no metal contact there, but this allows you to keep that snare sensitivity setting without having to worry about losing that and then finding that sweet spot again. So this drum will ship with Remo heads, coated ambassador top, snare side ambassador bottom, and then this actually has 18 strand snare wires, brass, just adding a little bit more weight, a little bit more sparkle to this drum. So you're gonna hear more of the drum and less of the drum head. It's absolutely fantastic. This drum is available on our Try Before You Buy program. It's a hassle-free way to get this drum in your own hands and really appreciate and understand the nuances of this instrument at your own pace. I'm gonna run this drum through a couple different tuning examples, kind of give you an idea what it's capable of. Be right back. So that was the Sonor SQ2 6x13 thin beech snare drum. Again, this one's featured in a Scandinavian birch. This, you know, with the thin beech, it's just absolutely incredible. You know, it just has a lot of liveliness, brightness, and of course with the Sonor articulation and sensitivity, this is an absolute joy to play. So whether you use this drum as a auxiliary drum or as a primary snare drum, it's just an absolute joy to play. And again, you know, whether you use this in a live situation or in a recording situation, this guy just exceeds. Keep in mind that we're always looking for quality trades as well, so if you find yourself not using something, give us a call, we'll get you traded up. And if you like the video, please subscribe below. Don't forget to follow us on social media. You can stay up to date with the latest arrivals as well as the current news. Thanks for watching.